The latest in that case of the Utah doctor on trial for murdering his wife. She was found by her 6-year-old daughter, and in a dramatic moment, the jury heard the girl tell her story. ABC's D.T. Roy has the details.
How does it make you feel talking about your mom?
That's the 7-year-old voice of little Ada MacNeill talking to a police officer about Michelle MacNeill.
Was she nice or was she mean?
She was nice.
Did you ever see your mom sad?
Not really.
Ada was just 6 when she discovered Michelle lying unconscious in the bathtub in April of 2007.
I screamed, "Mom, I'm home," and we went in. And then my dad came in, he was by the bathtub, and he was trying to hold my mom up.
The little girl taped a nearly hour-long interview with investigators while living with Martin's older daughter, Alexis, a year after Michelle's death. It was played for jurors Tuesday.
What did you see when you walked into the bathroom?
It was just like water, different color. She was just laying down in the bathtub.
What was your dad doing in the bathroom?
He was screaming, "Quick, help, go next door and get somebody." So I had to run next door.
The prosecution says Martin MacNeill killed his wife of nearly 3 decades by giving her a fatal dose of painkillers and luring her into the tub while she was recovering from plastic surgery, a facelift investigators say he insisted she have. MacNeill says he is innocent. His lawyers say Michelle died of a heart condition.
Was she all the way in the bathtub or just part way in the bathtub?
All the way.
Other witnesses have given conflicting testimony on Michelle's position in the tub. Prosecutors argue MacNeill killed his wife to continue an affair with his mistress at the time, Gypsy Willis. She told jurors about sending racy pictures to MacNeill the day after Michelle's death.
There's one picture where it is a little bit suggestive.
It's showing your buttocks.
Yeah.
She said MacNeill proposed to her with an engagement ring 3 months after Michelle's death.
4.5 carats.
Remember the cost of that ring?
It was around $7,000.
Meantime, Ada said little about the defendant.
Do you miss your dad?
For Good Morning America, Aditi Roy, ABC News, San Francisco.
Let's bring in ABC's Chief Legal Affairs anchor, Dan Abrams. You see that little girl. Hard to imagine more powerful testimony.
Heart-wrenching testimony inside that courtroom. And you saw there at the very end, she was asked so many questions she didn't want to answer. She's being asked, how do you feel about your father? What happened to your mother? All these other questions like that. And the answer again and again was, I don't want to talk about it. And you heard the person questioning her, who's an expert in this, being very careful, trying not to push her, trying to be very gentle and recognizing that this is a now 7-year-old that she was talking to.
And the defense very careful as well, did not cross-examine her. So how do we go at that testimony?
It's smart of them. I mean, you know, they could have called her to the stand. Remember, this is just a tape that was introduced. They could have called her to the stand, now age 12, to cross-examine her. They decided not to, I think, very smartly. So instead what they're going to do is bring in experts who are going to challenge her memory. They're going to say, A, that this interview was done, you know, almost a year later. B, now she's almost 12 years old, etc. But I don't think that's going to change the impact of that testimony. And remember, there is something substantive that's very important about her testimony as well, which is she's saying that her mother was wearing certain clothes, including pants, that she was in a certain place in the tub. Very different than what Martin MacNeill has said and what the authorities found when they got there. So the claim by prosecutors is that Martin MacNeill may have manipulated the crime scene.
Okay, Dan Abrams, thanks very much.